Welcome to the Rusted Garden. Today I want to show you what leaf spot looks like and talk about how you treat it, and I'm going to show you what I do to this plant. This is leaf spot. When your tomato gets the brown spots on there and then the brown spots have a yellow halo around it, that's an active fungus. It's usually some sort of leaf spot that your plant gets. And you can really see it over here on that plant. It's a leaf that's lowered to the bottom of the plant. The spores usually splash up onto here. I've talked about in other videos putting down a mulch barrier and also cutting the bottom leaves off. But this is a determinate variety, so I do a little bit less pruning, and sure enough, out of the 40 plants in my garden, only 2 got leaf spot. This is the one that's the worst, and this is the plant that I didn't really prune off. Prune a space in between the soil, the bottom soil, and the bottom leaves. This is what I normally do. Over here are my indeterminate tomatoes, and you can see the big gap between the earth of the garden bed and the first leaves. None of them had any kind of spotting, leaf spot on their plant. So what you do is, number one, after you're done working in here and you cut out the plants, make sure you wash your scissors, wash your hands, because your hands and the scissors can spread the spores of these plants. So you get into the plant and cut out the infected branch, and that's going to get thrown out. Do not put that into your compost pile. Remove all the leaves that have any spots on them, and don't worry about cutting out too many. Anything that has a spot, remove. And sometimes you can take some extra leaves that have been around it just to make a safer space. This one too. Let's take that one out. Now, the leaves have been removed. I'm going to do a little more light pruning, stake it up, and then I'll show you the kind of spray I'll use on it to really hopefully keep the spot from getting onto any more of the leaves and spreading its way upward. The tomato plant's been pruned out, which means I removed the main leaves that had the leaf spot from the bottom, which I showed you earlier, and then I did take some leaves that were above them. Even though they didn't have a lot of spots, I removed those anyway, and I do kind of recommend that you cut out the leaves that are infected. And this is what the infected leaves look like. You could see all the yellowing, and then I did cut out leaves above it that didn't look so bad, but I wanted to make sure, none of the spores were starting on there or were on there. So once it's tied up, the bottom has been cut out, the spores, or the leaves with the fungus on them, have been removed, and this is my baking soda spray. It's a 1 gallon sprayer, 1 gallon of water, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and just soak the plant. You want to do this in the morning or the evening. Don't spray in full sun. Don't spray when it's 90+ degrees out, because the spray can burn the tomato plant leaves. If you've never used baking soda spray, even though I recommend it and haven't had any problems, I always recommend any new spray you use for the first time in the garden, make sure you do a test spraying. And a test spraying would be just spraying down 1 leaf like that, and you wait 48 hours to see if there's any damage. Once the tops of the leaves are done, it's really important to spray the underside of the leaves, and even get in the stem. You can spray the mulch, the soil tops, and really just cover the plants with your baking soda spray, or you can use another fungicide or fungicide, whatever you want to use. Just keep in mind, if it's your first time using it, to test spray your plants. So I will do that. I'll probably spray this at least once a week. If it rains in the next couple of days, I'll come out and spray this one again. But that's how you manage leaf spot. That's how you manage disease on your tomato plants. Hope you found this helpful. Please check out my blog at www.therustedgarden.blogspot.com, and also check out my YouTube videos. Thanks.